Hey, what's up? Good morning to all you wrestling fans on YouTube. I'm Justin Lewis Fleming, Soul Man, and I hope all of you had a good Merry Christmas. And it's just in time for a new year, 2022. I had a very good Merry Christmas, and I want to say a few things about to all of you that 2022 will not be a good year for WWE, and 2021 has not been a good year for WWE. It hasn't. I'm also going to tell you what wrestling moments will turn um see 50, 40, 30, 20, and 10 next year. Next year, yeah, next year for good wrestling moments. I'm going to tell you that next year. I'm going to tell you what will turn um 40 next year in WWE. Um, I think we'll turn 40. Yeah, what will turn 40 next year in WWE history is the is when Hulk Hogan, WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan, makes his film debut in the movie Rocky 3. I mean, where he had a fight with Sylvester Stallone in the movie as Thunder Lips, and Mr. T WWE Hall featured WWE Hall of Fame makes his debut in that movie too as Clubber Lang. That movie. That's the and that movie right there, Rocky Two, is the only change, of course, of what made pro wrestling what was back then. That's how the WWE's Rock and Wrestling Connection began, the Golden Age era. And whether WWE moment will turn 70 next year. I forgot to mention we'll turn 70 next year. Yep, next year WWE will be 70 years old next year. It started in 1952. WWE started in 1952 as Capital Wrestling Corporation, CWC, where it was called, yeah, CWC, was owned by Vince McMahon's late grandfather, Jess McMahon, and boxer Toots Monk. It was called Capital Wrestling. WWE began as CWC, Capital Wrestling Corporation. It started on, let me check my. I think, 1952, it began the WWE. It started in 1952 as, yep, started in 1952 as in on January 7th, 1952, where it began, where it was founded. That's where the WWE was born. January 7th, 1952, as Capital Wrestling Corporation, CWC. And what other great moment will turn uh what other WWE moment will turn 30 next year? Oh yeah, Shawn Michaels turning on his best friend, his tag team partner, his Rockers tag team partner, Marty Jannetty. That's how he became the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And let's see, Royal Rumble '92, where Ric Flair became the first ever. Ric Flair became the WWE champion. Um, WrestleMania. Let's see. Royal Rumble 2002, where Triple H won the 2002 Royal Rumble in his return, and Triple in January 7, 2002, where Triple H made his return to WWE on Raw. After his leg injury, he said, "In case you didn't, in case you didn't hear, I'm back." And what else? Royal Rumble 2012. Royal Rumble 2012, where Sheamus won the Royal Rumble, and that will turn 10 next year. And Rock versus Cena, WrestleMania 28, that will turn 10 next year. And Rock versus Hulk Hogan, WrestleMania 18, that will turn 20 next year. And remember that? Oh, remember that little wedding between Triple H and Stephanie? That little wedding. And when Triple H found out that she was not pregnant, that will turn 20 next year. That was one of the funniest moments in WWE history, the best moments. And SummerSlam '92, SummerSlam '92. Randy Savage versus Hulk Hogan, or Randy Savage versus the Ultimate Warrior for the WWE title, and Bret Hart versus Bret the Hitman Hart versus British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith for the Intercontinental title. For two brother-in-laws face to face. And what else? SummerSlam 2002, Shawn Michaels versus Triple H. Ring of Honor will turn 20 next year. And Impact Wrestling will turn 20 next year, when it was called TNA. And the new WWE's Get the F Out, WWF becoming WWE, and Monday Night Raw's new theme music, new intro, the Union Underground, play that move to the music, play that move to the music, play that fucking music, move to the music, yeah, let's get on. Yeah, that'll turn 20 next year. New theme music for Monday Night Raw. Somebody, the Union Underground. And new shows, WWE Velocity and WWE Confidential. The tragic death and wrestling deaths next year. The 20th anniversary of the death of British Bulldog David Boy Smith. And what else? Ron Simmons becoming the first ever Black African American WCW champion. And a Billy and Chuck gay wedding storyline on SmackDown. And what else? So much more that will turn wrestling history. What else? Oh, wait a minute. Trying to think. What are Survivor Series 2002, and and Brock Lesnar making his WWE debut is another one. And what else? ECW. Yeah, ECW was ECW was born. Again in 1992, where it's called Eastern Championship Wrestling, and will later change it to Extreme Championship Wrestling in 1994. Yep. And see what else. I know that's what other stuff will turn for oh yeah. Yeah, 20 yeah, um the release of the Rock's movie, The Scorpion King, a spinoff of the Mummy Returns. That's another wrestling moment. Yeah, and John Cena. Yeah, and what will turn 20? John Cena's WWE debut. That's right. John Cena's WWE debut will turn 20 next year. In the birth of the ruthless aggression era. When it's the one when he said it's the one when he and Kurt Angle standing face to face and he slaps him. He said when he says ruthless aggression and slaps him. Yep. John Cena will make his WWE debut and I think yeah, Randy Orton will make his WWE debut next year too. And man, there's some money stuff that will turn 40, that will turn 70, 40, that will turn 50, or who knows, there was a lot of stuff that will turn 20, 30, 40, 50. A lot of great wrestling moments, so on and so on. And all I can say is this 2021, all I can say is this, what I mentioned earlier 2021 will not be a good year for WWE. 2021 was not a good year for WWE. It was not. And next year won't be good. It won't. Vince McMahon, really hope you're proud of yourself, but you know what? You're not fooling anybody else, and you're not fooling me, and you're not fooling WWE fans. You really got all these WWE fans manipulating, thinking that there's something good, but it's not. I mean, you turn your own company to turn to Saturday Night Live, and you already got this Seth Rogen looking idiot Sami Zayn get another chance to become the Intercontinental Champion. He's a joke. He's a comedy act. You already got two sluts, Carmella and Queen Zelina as WWE Women's Champions. WWE Tag Team Champion, Women's Tag Team Champions. It's just you all know you're gonna have Roman Reigns be a paper champion, coming SmackDown SmackDown WWE champion. You're not fooling anyone, Vince. You're not fooling anybody around here. We all know that Royal Rumble 2022 won't be good. We all know that WrestleMania 38 next year won't be that good. We all know you're gonna have Queen Charlotte Flair keep that SmackDown Women's title. We know what you're doing, Vince. We all know what you're doing. We all know what you're gonna do next year. And this is why I bet why AEW is gonna be doing really good next year. You really got these fans thinking we all know that you're trying to manipulate these fans thinking that AEW is a threat to your company. But it's not. No way AEW will lose. WWE will lose. Because WWE is not the company that's something that I've been watching for over the last 29 years. So Vince, Rest in peace to your company, because AEW is doing really good. Because WWE, your company is turning terrible. I mean, yeah, stupid booking. I mean, look at what Bruce, Bucktooth Beaver, Kevin Dunn, Nick Khan, and People Power, John Laurinaitis are doing. It's just garbage. It's just crap. I mean, I always say, I mean, Xia Li, about next year's Royal Rumble, Xia Li is my pick. Xia Li, the Protector, Xia Li is my pick to win the 2002 Women's Royal Rumble. And y'all know what's gonna happen, Vince. We all know you're gonna have her face Charlotte Flair to the SmackDown Women's title, and we all know it's gonna be the same thing you did. You let her beat her like you let Charlotte beat. Y'all know you're gonna let Charlotte Flair beat Xia Li for the SmackDown Women's title, just like you did. You had Charlotte do the exact same thing to her at WrestleMania. What was it at WrestleMania? That's right, WrestleMania 34 when you had her beat Asuka, another Asian female wrestler, or another fake female Asian wrestler. Y'all know you're gonna have because we all know you don't like Asian wrestlers become champion. I mean, look what you did to Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania 34. You mean you had let AJ Styles beat him to keep the WWE title there at WrestleMania 34. I mean, it was not a good WrestleMania for both Asian wrestlers, Japanese wrestlers, Shinsuke Nakamura and Asuka. I mean, who just won the Royal Rumble 2000, who won the 2018 Royal Rumbles, one for the men, one for the women. We all know what you're gonna pull, Vince. We all know what you're gonna pull. And WWE will go down the wall and will rest in peace. 2022 will not be a good year for WWE. And this year's WWE was not. I mean, this year in WWE was not a good year and 2021 was not a good year at all for WWE. It wasn't. So that's all I've say all about that. I hope all of you had a good Merry Christmas yesterday. And I want to wish all of you, hope all of you have a good Happy New Year. Have a good morning. Peace. I'm out of here. I'm the Soul Man, Justin Lewis Fleming.